Hi, this message is for Ford, and I honestly am not sure if this video will ever reach anybody at the Ford Motor Company, but I'm hoping it does. My name is Cassandra, and my husband and I are just an ordinary family living here in Virginia, and we have 3 teenagers. We work hard every day. Like a lot of families, we live paycheck to paycheck. So several years ago, we thought we made what was a smart financial decision. We spent nearly $50,000 on a 2018 Ford F-150 because we believed we were buying a truck that would take care of our family for years. We chose Ford because it's an American company and we believed in the brand, the reputation, and what it stood for. And so 3 or 4 weeks ago, we started having an issue with the transmission in our truck. See, she's right here. And so we called several transmission shops and called even our local Ford dealership, and they recognized the symptoms almost immediately as an issue related to their 10R8010 speed transmission. And after doing a lot of research, YouTube videos and all of that, we've discovered that there are thousands of other owners who are having this exact issue. Our repair estimate is anywhere between $8,000 and like $10,000 for either fixing it or having to get a new transmission. And for us, that's devastating. I don't have that kind of money in the bank. I don't want to have to borrow against a retirement to be able to keep a truck that was supposed to be completely dependable on the road. It has less than 80,000 miles on it. We've taken very well care of this truck, and I'm not making this video because I'm angry, and I'm not asking for special treatment. I'm simply asking Ford to take a look at our situation. I mean, this truck isn't just a truck. It's how I get to work. It's how I take my kids to school. It's how we go to the grocery store. It's how we live our everyday lives. I still believe companies can do the right thing, especially when loyal customers need help. So if anyone at Ford sees this, or if someone watching has a connection with Ford, could you please help us get our story in front of the right people? And if you're watching this and you think our family deserves a chance, could you share this video? I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Maybe together we can reach someone who has the ability to help. Thank you for listening.
I own a new Chevrolet pickup and it's got a major problem, and Chevrolet doesn't know how to fix it. This 2026 Chevrolet Silverado will randomly shut off going down the road with my wife and kids in it. It puts itself in neutral and the engine turns off. And we took it to our local dealership and they're like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. We can't get it to do that. But it's happened to us 4 times, and that scares the living hell out of me. So please like and share this post to help raise awareness. Maybe I'll come across a technician somewhere that knows the actual fix, because I'm probably going to have to get rid of this brand new pickup because I don't think it's safe for me and my family. It scares me and my wife that it just shuts off going down the highway. I'm Brett B. from Texas. If you've had this, please share it with me too. I want to hear y'all's input, but yeah, Chevrolet, you need to do something about this.
You know, I couldn't agree more, man. Ford and GM have fallen so far from grace. I mean, what used to be one of the most reliable, respectable, serviceable vehicles on the road is nothing more than a fantastic plastic hunk of junk, if I put it politely. just a bunch of computers and a bunch of bullshit that nobody asked for. And this one, as you can see, it's a new body style. Guess what I had to do to it? An engine. Already. Truck ain't even 4 years old. Already needs a motor. But that's not the only thing, right? It wouldn't be so bad if they were as serviceable as they used to be. You know, the old Silverados, you could yank the motor out of that thing in an afternoon and give it back to the customer before lunch. Not this fucking pile, man. They have engineered these things. I'll show you. It's just such nonsense, man. There's just so much bullshit in the way these days. And I kind of wanted to, I was putting this back together because this truck refuses to leave, man. I'm going to make another video about that. But as I'm going through this and working on these new vehicles, it just baffles me how much these automakers are cutting corners and cutting costs just to protect their bottom line at the expense of the consumer and the technician. And here's a perfect example of GM and Ford's corporate greed. They have eliminated belt tensioners. My other technicians will know exactly what I have here in my hand. And for those of you who don't, this is a stretch belt. And the stretch belt is exactly what it sounds like. You got to stretch the motherfucker to install it. And GM decided to put not one, but two. So when you consumers are going in to have your belt replaced and you wonder why labor's so high and why it's taking so goddamn long when it used to take 30 seconds to swap a belt on a 5.3 Silverado, that's why, because GM decided to save 11 cents per unit by not installing a fucking belt tensioner. So now you need special tools, and you got to hold your tongue just the right way and close your eyes and pray you don't fucking break it when it's going on, because you literally destroy these when they go on. You cannot reuse them. Say your alternator goes out, your AC compressor, water pump, any of these accessories on your engine fails, and you want to take your belt off and replace that part and put the belt back on, no the fuck you're not. These are a one-time use. GM and Ford tell you that you have to replace those every time you take them off. Good luck getting them off. I mean, most of the time I just cut them off because you got to replace them anyway. But I mean, what the fuck, man? Seriously, like, what happened to the serviceability of vehicles? It's absurd. I get, you know, the bean counters are saving GM a ton of money doing this shit, but at what cost? You know, just fuck us and we're just supposed to roll over and accept it? Being a technician these days, man, the shit is not looking good.
This is a sad situation. And the dealers knew that. I wouldn't put it past them. And the reason why I wouldn't put it past them is because things like this happen often. Not just at Ford, but with other dealers too. It's like they'll sell you a car. The car is already overpriced because at the end of the day, like she said, she spent $50,000 for a 2018 Ford F-150. And then all of a sudden, she just need a transmission out of nowhere. And then when she look it up on YouTube, this is a common problem. And the sad thing is that it's not just happening at Ford, it's happening everywhere. And what I think is that dealers do this on purpose, because ain't no way. It's just corporate greed, because why would you design a car like that for customers to just keep going through the same problem over and over? And then the crazy part is that if you don't know about it, they won't say nothing, because they're not having no recalls or doing anything. And it's just crazy how customers are being taken advantage of. And like how she was saying, she's not mad at Ford, but she would like to get Ford attention. No, you should be mad at Ford because they sold you an expensive car, and then all of a sudden, your transmission just go out. And that's the sad part. And like how she was saying, she don't have money in the bank like that to fix that. This is how she get around. This is her transportation. So Ford better take care of this, because at the end of the day, this is not good. This is bad business, because ain't no way her transmission should be going out when she just really newly bought the car. And that's too much for a car anyway. $50,000, we in an inflation like that. Well, cars are just overpriced. And then you thinking you get a reliable car, it's gonna cost you a whole nother $8,000 to $10,000. That's sad, because living in this world, it's like the more and more you see about these dealers, you're starting to realize that these dealers really don't care about you. It's like you gotta pay overpriced for the car, and then when you buy the car, you still may have a lot of problems with it, and then the dealer want to charge you an arm and a leg just to repair your car. That's why a lot of people are not going to the dealerships no more, because it's not worth it. And I know she says she's not mad, but deep down inside, I believe she's mad. She really just don't want to show it, and that's just crazy, because nobody should have to go through this. And cars need to go back down. Cars and trucks need to go back down, because this don't make no sense. And I feel bad for her, because this is happening everywhere. It's a lot of vehicles out there that's having common problems. So ask yourself as a customer, why you want to pay that much for a car and you don't know what's going to happen? That's the sad situation. And I think the dealers be knowing that. They don't care. They just in it for the money, is what it seems like. And that's the sad part about this, because hopefully they make it right with her. Hopefully they really care. But in reality, they probably just don't care. And that's the sad situation that we're looking at, because this is terrible. So that's my take on this situation. Let me know how y'all feel about this one. Share it in the comments. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace.